Malai Tangdi Kabab. Hi, I'm Anupa and I welcome you to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana. I am here with my recipes for you, you lovely newlyweds. I'm sure you have a lot of agendas or you have a lot of stress that what do I cook every day or what do I cook special when I have guests home or for my family members, maybe on a weekend. Yes, on weekends we all make some special food. So today's day is dedicated to your weekend parties. So we're doing a nice starter, a Tangdi Kabab. We've all seen Tangdi Kababs being made which are nice and red. The one that I'm going to show you right now is makhmali. It's absolutely melt in mouth because it's got cream, it's got cheese. Yes, it's slightly high on calories, but who cares? When you have to cook, you cook with your whole heart and make food absolutely tasty. So let's make Tangdi Kabab. So to make Tangdi Kabab, what do we need? Some chicken drumsticks, plain yogurt, some cheese spread, cream, garlic paste, ginger paste, nutmeg powder, green cardamom powder, white pepper powder, salt, chopped coriander leaves, lemon juice. Okay, so to begin with, we have to first marinate the chicken with a first marination, but before that, take the drumstick and give these slits here so that the marination goes right in and put them in a bowl. So take the drumstick, now we will do the first marination and that is ginger garlic paste, salt and lemon juice. So let's take the garlic paste, okay, followed by some ginger paste. So after that, let's add in some salt, but salt we'll add in less because remember cheese, yes, that's also another ingredient that will go into the second marination, but cheese has good amount of salt. So in this case, we'll add less salt and later in case you want to adjust it, we will surely do it. And lemon juice, lovely. So all of this you have to rub it over the chicken and excuse me for this, I will use my hands because I feel that's the only way you will be able to actually mix in well and rub all the marination into the chicken. So rub it nicely and make sure the garlic and the salt and the lemon juice, you rub it between these gashes here, between the slits that you have done on the chicken so that the flavor penetrates. Okay, so the chicken we've put to marinate. Now let's take the remaining garlic paste, ginger paste, maybe some more salt but little. To this now we'll add in the cheese, and once you add in the cheese, first cream this mixture well because mixing it later may become difficult. Once you've mixed the cheese well, then it's not really difficult to mix all the other ingredients. Okay. Yeah, we'll add in some yogurt, same thing after you add yogurt. Now let's add in some white pepper powder. This entire mixture is going to, this entire marinade is going to stay white. We won't be adding in any turmeric, red chili powder or anything. Some green cardamom powder and some nutmeg powder. That's it. So this is your basic marination, but just to enhance the flavor, I would still want to add some fresh coriander leaves. By adding fresh coriander leaves to this, you still maintain the white color of the marination. All that it does is it just adds in flavor. And finally, cream. Lovely. Now this mixture is done. It's perfectly fine. You may want to add some binding to this because if you have to cook this on a pan, what will happen is it will leave the marination since as there is no binding. Cheese is one of it, but you can also add in some roasted gram flour to this so that the entire mixture binds well and it stays onto the chicken. But what I am going to do is I am going to put this in the oven. So when I put it in the oven, everything gets absolutely coated over the chicken and it bakes faster. So this marination is done. Okay, so the marination is ready and the chicken, this also we've left in this marination for 15 minutes. Now this goes into the other marination. Now once this goes in the white marination, in this also we will have to leave it for 15 minutes. So all together we'll marinate the chicken for half an hour. Half an hour is sufficient for a tangdi kebab like that, but when you do a tandoori chicken where you do an entire chicken, I would advise that you marinate the chicken for 1 hour at least. If you can leave it overnight in the marination, this is going to taste awesome. Same thing, even if you leave this in this marination for more than an hour, no problem. But in case if you are in a hurry, then I would advise that you at least do it for 30 minutes. So same thing, after you put it in this, use your hands and coat the entire marination on the chicken well. If by any chance your marination goes quite thin, because sometimes what happens is the yogurt that we use is not very thick. So in that case the marination also goes thin. So you adjust or you make it thick by adding in either some gram flour or some refined flour. Add that to this, mix it well, leave the chicken in this marinade for half an hour, and then this goes in the oven. So well, in this case I will now put this to bake on a baking tray. Place this. Oven has to be absolutely hot. It can even go to 200 degrees Celsius, no problem, because the chicken has to go into a hot oven. And what do you do with this remaining marinade? Put any other meat. You can put prawns, you can put fish, you can put boneless pieces of chicken. So you have quite a bit remaining. Add any other meat, pile it up together, either put it in the oven or you can even roast it on a pan. So now this will go in the oven, and after about 10 minutes we'll brush some butter on it so that the chicken doesn't dry out while it is getting baked, and if needed we can even turn and cook the other side so that it also gets nice dark color. Okay, so this will go in for at least 25 minutes and we'll see how this chicken will look after 25 minutes. Okay, so I have just got the chicken out of the oven while it was getting cooked. This is just half cooked. I am going to brush some butter over it. Okay, after this we'll put this back in the oven for it to get baked and some color as well. Okay, so the chicken is done. Let's garnish the plate. Nice good onion rings, one sprig of mint, coriander, whatever you have at home. Lemon should always be accompanied by some kebab because it really balances the flavors. Now let's place the chicken. I just feel like tasting a piece while plating it. It's so moist. When you make this, serve it immediately. Okay, let's place one more. I think 3 is sufficient on a plate like that, which is not too big. I think 3 pieces looks good. If you have a bigger platter, you can arrange all of it with some good amount of kachumbar like this, and your plate looks complete because you have a salad, you have your kebab, and of course you can also serve this with some nice good mint chutney. So you have to grind coriander, grind some mint, green chilies, little bit of ginger, some lemon juice, salt, and in case if you want you can add in some cumin and grind all of this together. After that add in some black salt and your green chutney is done. You can mix this up with some thick yogurt, you can give this together, or you can just give the plain mint chutney. So chutneys, kebabs, kachumbars together makes your starter complete. Do it on a weekend party, you just see the reaction that you will get from all your people at home. So as of now, do this recipe or follow this recipe just the way I have made it and you will be super happy.